Yo, what's going on YouTube? Nasif here from Click, and today I'm going to be doing, I'm starting I guess a series. I don't know if I'm going to call it a series. I have a few topics that I want to talk about just in terms of tech and the mobile tech world and whatever. So the first one up is today is the HTC U11, and I know I don't have the phone, but I've seen all the videos, I've got my impressions of it, and honestly I don't think it's worth buying, to be honest. I mean, so first things first, like if we go to check the price, which I'm not going to do right now, it's going to be priced somewhere close to $700, $800, $900 Canadian. So I know a lot of people are saying, oh, that's not how much it costs in America. But you got to remember, there's conversion rates. There's Canada just gets dicked so hard on the price for their phones, and again on top of that you got conversion rates, and our dollar's just not doing great. So the facts are the facts. Obviously the phone's going to cost more in Canada than it does in the States if you look at just numbers solely, but even if you work conversion rates out, it still costs more in Canada. Why that is, I don't know. You know, it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. Just gotta suck it up and keep giving the companies our money. But so in terms of the price of the phone, if it's priced anywhere beyond $700, it's definitely not worth it. And I get, Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM. If it has a 2K display, God knows, I don't even know. I think it has a 2K IPS display. So again, that's another thing is, everyone, I would say majority of people would prefer an AMOLED display. That's me in particular. The only LCD display that I've actually liked using is on the iPhones, and that's because those are the best LCD displays that I've seen. Obviously, the G6 I think has an LCD display as well, but I don't know. I just find the iPhone LCD display to be better for me, and just in general, AMOLED is the way to go for me. The colors are better, battery's better, display stuff just looks better on an AMOLED. And again, I know Snapdragon 835 and all that, but you got to remember the reputation that HTC's built for themselves in the last 5-10 years, or not 10 years, like the last 10 years they've been great, but in the last 4 or 5 years it's all been downhill. I mean, especially with that HTC U Ultra, that was the shittiest phone I've seen for a long time. And with the new U11, it's like, yeah, I get it's a great build, water resistant and all that stuff, but it's not really pushing the boundaries. All it's doing is kind of matching up with everyone else that's already out there. And they're kind of, they're late on everything. The high-end processor, lots of RAM, the storage, the display. They've had 1080p display in their devices. They started 2K, I think, with the HTC 10, if I'm not mistaken. But 2K has been around for ages, and they just introduced it last year in the 10. So, and then there's stuff like, build. I just don't like the way it looks, to be honest. It looks really odd. That's the best way to say it. I just don't like the way the new HTCs look. That's a personal preference, obviously. And then they have just stupid gimmicky features like, gripping the sides of your phone for pressure. Like, who's doing this to their, I'm doing it right now, but who's doing that to their phones to actually use it? Just make a gesture. If you have an edge display or whatever, you don't even need a curve. Just put like a side panel on there for your tweaks and whatnot. Come up with something a little bit less gay than sitting there and massaging your phone. Like, I don't know. For me personally, I'm just not impressed with the HTC, and I haven't been since the M8. I would say I feel like the M8 was, because I owned it, I know the GPE version. Oh my god, that phone was amazing. But the thing is again, even with that, I had screen burn-in issues, or screen retention issues, I should say. The M9 was a flop. The HTC 10 was, I'd say, one of their better built phones and their better attempts at a phone, but it was so small. It was like 5 point something inches. Like, you need to go, phablet territory, 5.7. And I feel like they've done that too late in the game now. Like, you've got the S8 out, the S8 Plus with that awesome design where you fitting in almost 6-inch plus screen in a phone that's the same size as 7 Plus, iPhone 7 Plus. I don't know. I just feel like HTC is just too late to the game. And again, their phones cost too much for what they are. This is more just a rant video. This is just my impressions of it. Again, I know I haven't owned it, and I probably won't, and I don't think Im will either. But it is what it is. These are just my thoughts on it, and I thought I'd give it, share it with you guys and let you know what I think, just in case anyone values my opinion. So I'm gonna do a couple more videos like this. Got a couple more topics I want to cover, and I'll just upload them as they come out, and we'll schedule them. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. If you like the video, if you like the content on the channel, feel free to drop a like, and feel free to subscribe. The subscriptions definitely help us, and likes help us too, and it helps us fuel our content and making more great content for you guys, and keeping videos coming. So again, guys, thank you guys so much, and again, we appreciate all the support. Hopefully you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.